because, like I said, it's on Netflix. You can check it out. And him and his dad have made comments that just kind of make me feel like you're kind of above Hollywood. Like, you're so honest. Why are you there? But I mean, people have to make a living. I just don't know how much of what happens where. So I'm just like, y'all seem better than that. But, you know, my opinion. They had some cool people in it. Jaguar Paul is the main guy, which the jaguar is sacred in certain Native American lore, religions. And there was Snake Eek, Zero Wolf, Cut Rock. Cut Rock and Zero Wolf are father and son. It kind of shows how it's weird because it's a tribe of people who enslave others, but you still get to see there is the monster tribe has that side of love, and I like that. Like, he cares about his son. The main chase actually occurs because he's training his son, who's really new to the, I don't know if you'd call it the hunt or what, but his son is basically new to the whole thing, and he gets hurt fatally, and that's what, like, provokes the final chase. So, oh, I hate my little craziness. My little crazy hair right here, it's a booger. So I call it my rock and roll hair. And the villages, they were interesting to me because they kind of mirrored each other in ways, but not in the ways you might think. They weren't, like, good. One was, like, full of laughter, one was full of frowns. One was full of life, one was full of death. One was full of respect for each other, tribalism, and one was full of, basically, I actually took an interest in this side of the world before the Europeans got here because, like I've said before, I'm predominantly European. However, I do have, I believe it would be correct to honor every piece of the tree that went into donating to make this little leaf. So, yes, I am very interested in anything like that, like native stuff, the culture, the history, but, you know, like, I've come to a point where it's like, fuck, how much history is actually real? Like, it's his story, get it? So, I really love when I get to actually speak with the peeps. Oh, yay, we're done. And, what else about that movie? I remember watching him commentate on the video, and there comes a point where there's basically, you know, all the holy men, and they had, I guess, politicians in their way at that time. There's a point where there's an eclipse, the people are going crazy, and how would people use their power if they had it, if they were aware of it? Would they let other people in on it? I think, you know, whenever I hear that now, he was definitely trying to get people to think, and I'm thinking more now than I was at that time when I first heard him hear it, but yeah, if you ever get the chance. The commentated version is actually pretty cool because it gives you the inside look, but like I said, I watched that stuff every day for like a few years. And I love Snake Eating because of his, it's actually like mutilation, but in their religion, they would make their skin look like snakes or whatever. He had a pretty pattern is all. Um, and his hair, dude. I'm always into, like, the holy ones, like, the holy men. I'm like, what can I learn from that dude? You know, so. Not all religions, though, are cool. Like, honestly, I'm kind of turned off by a lot of the things religions allow. But it's excused because it's part of a religious belief. Really, what's gonna be part of my religious belief to save the world and to knock you out if you mess with that little bird? How about that? It's stupid to use religion as an excuse to abuse animals or to commit sexual crimes. And you can say they're not crimes because they're not crimes to you, but how high is your bar? Anyway, heard U.S. will pull out 12,000 forces in Germany. They consider it, the Allies and some Congress see it as a punishment, relocating to Italy and Belgium and across Europe. Many see the troop presence on the continent, especially Germany, as a cornerstone to post-World War II order, keeping in line with Trump's America First, unless it's Israel, of course, right? He's saying, oh, Europeans, y'all need to be more on top of taking care of your security. Well, you know, why don't we apply that to Israel? And also, I actually was looking at some Blind Light notes, and I read on his notes that Patrick Little was proposing what we sent to Israel, paying reparations for that. How about we just stop sending money to people who insist on warring? How about we build ourselves up? How about that? And what are you gonna do? Give reparations to people today who would have gotten a lot more back then? Like, the inflation has to be taken into consideration. People don't, though. People don't. They just get excited. They don't think about who's getting robbed in this process. I've kind of come to the conclusion because people have to be touched, 90% of them. That's why things are going to have to happen. And it's pretty sad. Anyway, but I have more to talk about later.